Yo, what is good, people, man? It's your boy Persona, gaming with Persona, and one half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew. And listen, guys, man, coming at you, man, we're gonna be doing this trailer breakdown and reaction to the new Spider-Man 2 story trailer that released yesterday at San Diego Comic-Con 2023. I'm gonna be honest, man, I was really surprised to see this. I know they were going to do a panel. I didn't think they were going to go all out like the way they did, man. Like, yo, they really showed out at this panel for Spider-Man 2. I'm glad that we getting the information that we got, man, because it's making me that much more hype for Spider-Man 2, which comes out October 20th, 2023. Plus, we got a first look at, something that me and Bari have been saying on WUPS for quite some time. But you gotta stay tuned for that towards the end of this stream. But listen, guys, Spider-Man 2 is definitely one of my most anticipated games of the year. This is definitely a game that I'm really, really excited for. I'm a big Spider-Man fan. Outside of the games, with the movies and the comic books and stuff like that. So this is definitely a game that's like at the top of my list in my top 3 games of most anticipated games of the year. And listen, Insomniac, man, these people, the great folks at Insomniac are legends in this industry, and they are workhorses, man. Like, the output of Insomniac is it's unreal, man. Like, I'm really grateful for Insomniac and the teams that work towards this game. And obviously we know Wolverine is coming at a later time as well. So you already know, man, I'm really excited, man. Shout out to Insomniac. We know Insomniac gonna knock it out the park as well. It's no surprise there, you feel me? But yo, listen, we are about to get into this live reactions real quick, guys, man. And I'm gonna give my thoughts on a couple things just to make sure that we are all on the same track, and answer a few questions that some people might have, or not even answer a few questions, but point out a few things that I think when it comes to this story and what's going to be happening. But one thing I will say too, I did post this on Twitter earlier today. Naughty Dog is definitely trying to come for that gorilla crown. Especially with what James Stevenson said. He's the director of community and marketing over at Insomniac, where he said the game is going to look even better than this, and this looks like a huge improvement from what we saw, or I wouldn't say huge, but it definitely looks more improved than what we saw from the PlayStation showcase back in May, and where we got some gameplay of Spider-Man 2. This is looking even better than that. And with James Stevenson saying that this is going to look even better than that, hey, man, at that point, you coming for Gorilla Crown when it comes to the look of the game and the environments, right? So, yo, let's watch this trailer, man. Let's see what's going on. And we're going to watch it all the way through, and then, we're going to rewatch it again, and I'm going to point out a couple things, man. So let's watch this trailer. My fault. My fault. Let's watch that again.
A lot's happened in the last 10 years. It's a miracle I'm even sitting here now. I got a second chance, and I'm gonna take advantage of that. But I need you with me, Pete. We're gonna heal the world.
We're gonna heal the world.
Guys, this is my best friend, Harry.
Hey, good to meet you.
New job, huh? Still gonna have time for tutoring?
We'll figure it out. I didn't know there were bears in these woods. Hey, MJ, I have another name for you. Kraven.
Yo, this looks incredible, yo.
Some kind of hunt.
Know if you need me, I'm just a call away. Lee, you don't know what you took from me.
All Miles talks about is how to be a better Spider-Man. How to help you.
What the hell's going on with Pete?
He's not himself. Go help him.
This was our dream. I'm not going to lose him.
We're going to heal
goes my boy. Yo, man, Insomniac. I love this team, man. I really love this team. I love this team, man. Yo, this trailer, this was a really good story trailer, right? You get the introduction of a couple other characters. You see some cool set pieces. You see some really good moments happening with certain characters and whatnot. And then to introduce Venom, right? To actually see him. I like this intro of Venom very, very much. But yo, let's go through the trailer, man. I do wanna kind of point out a few things that we saw off rip. So first off, for those who don't know, this is Harry Osborn and obviously Peter Parker. They are best friends. They've been best friends since high school. So, you know, definitely seeing Peter and Harry sitting, having this conversation, you know, talking about changing the world. And the reason why this is such a big thing is because if you played Spider-Man 2018, or even if you haven't, in Spider-Man 2018, Harry had left some things for Peter in terms of these air filtration systems that was found all around the city, where he wanted you to collect the air pollution around the city so that it could be analyzed, so that they can clean the air and the environment properly and stuff like that, and get those things working. So those were things that you had to do in the first game, and I'm glad that they had kind of bringing that, like, if you really think about it, like, they were setting up Harry Osborn's character from the first game in this really well, because, you know, like, now that he's like back and he's around, you know, you can see that he's really about, you know, bringing like peace to the world, and cleaning up the world and making the world a better place and stuff like that. And a lot, like I said, a lot of that stuff translates from the first game with what you had to do if you were doing a lot of those side missions. So I think that's really cool as well. And obviously, you know, with Harry, at the end of the first game, spoiler alert for anybody that, you know, hasn't beaten Spider-Man 2018, which, you know, you should. So spoiler alert, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, you know, at the end of Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2018, you know, one of the secret ending, or not secret ending, but the ending of the game, like, you see that Harry is in one of the incubation chambers or whatever, and you actually see the symbiote suit, the symbiote as well in there. So it's interesting. I'm really interested to see how all that came about and what's going on, because Harry is really sick, right? And obviously Norman is trying to cure him and make him better and whatnot. And as we can see here, yo, my man's look like he looking better here. You feel me? So something must have happened for him to feel better, which I can't wait to see in this new game, which I'm gonna point out later in this trailer too, man, that they actually are gonna show as well.
We're gonna heal the world.
First off, look at my boys, man. Look at my boys. Look at my boys, man. These my boys. These are my boys, man. They are looking proper. They looking good. They having fun. This is definitely a great scene, just to show the dynamic of Peter and Miles, and just, you know, how, let me slow it down, just to kind of see, like, you know, they're a team now. Like, you see it, like, they're a team. They out saving the city together. They having fun. You know, like, you could just see the joy from just how they you know, the acrobatics of their swinging and whatnot. You can see the joy in both of them, man, which is great, man. And it's crazy because, you know, you see that joy, and then you're gonna see a really different Peter in this second game, with him getting the you know, becoming a Black Spider and whatnot. Just to see that change in him is gonna be really, really cool as well. But another thing too, this is the, yeah, I'm about to get my New York card pulled. Hold up. 59th Street Bridge, if I'm not mistaken. Or is this the Williamsburg? This is either the Williamsburg. I think this is the Williamsburg Bridge. Either the Williamsburg or the 59th Street Bridge. I forget. Yo, my New York car definitely about to get pulled. Straight up, I know. But just to see how dense this scene looks right here, where like, yo, like it looks really, really like detailed and it looks very beautiful here. I'm really digging this, man. Oh my God. That's the Brooklyn Bridge. So this bridge here is the Brooklyn Bridge. This is the, okay, so yeah. My fault, guys. So listen, I just had to see it. Listen, landmarks. This right here is the Brooklyn Bridge, right here. This is the Williamsburg Bridge. This is the Williamsburg. All right, my New York car not getting pulled. Relax, guys, relax. You ain't got to beat me up. All right, I'm sorry, guys. Relax. This is the Williamsburg. This is the Williamsburg Bridge. But just look at the city, and clearly this is Brooklyn. Like where we're in right now. Like we're looking at Manhattan, but this is Brooklyn. This looks great, man. This looks absolutely beautiful. This is Coney Island. And obviously the dead giveaway for Coney Island, the big wheel, obviously. And then the roller coaster, all wood roller coaster, that's been there for a long time. And then the hydro, I forgot what you call the hydro fall or whatever it's called. I forgot what it was called. But this here is Coney Island. This looks absolutely beautiful. The colors, the everything that's happening like on the screen, right? Like this is a very beautifully crafted area. I think they did good with Coney Island as well. I think this looks great. Look at the crew. Genki, obviously, that's Genki. Miles, Peter, Mary Jane, and then obviously Harry Osborn. MJ got that glow up, man. Listen. Hair down, looking proper. She got that glow up, man. Yo, and let me say this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let it get closer. Listen, listen. I know a lot of people. I seen a couple people pointing out Miles's hair. Yo, listen, Miles is not some 20-something-year-old. Like Miles is like 17 or 16, 17 or 18 in this game. But Miles is young, man. Like he's one of the kids. This is how the kids have their hair and do their hair, man. In Miles' own game, he had he had the Dark Caesar with the waves and whatnot, proper. And now you want to try something different. I don't see no issue with this, especially, you see a lot of kids out here that rock this type of hairstyle already. So this is not unrealistic. And really and truly, I don't have an issue with Miles's hair. I think this is great. Like, he's a teen. This is how the teens do their hair. Like I don't see a big deal with this. I really, really don't. But I know there's a couple people that, didn't like it, which, is fine. But I can see how certain things like this can get blown out of proportion where people kind of take it too far. But me personally, I don't have an issue here. Then, Pete, Pete, are we going to have time for, are we going to have time for the other stuff too? Let me see.
Still gonna have time for tutoring?
We'll figure it out.
Tutoring? Are we gonna have time for tutoring? Obviously, they talk about the Spider-Man things.
I didn't know there were bears in these woods. Hey, MJ.
One thing I love so much. First of all, the music that they decided to go with this trailer, phenomenal. It absolutely sells the superhero vibe, right? It sells Spider-Man. Like this is music you definitely would hear in like a Spider-Man movie or whatever the case would be. Very, very Spider-Man-ish, right? But the other thing too is, I keep pointing this out, man, because I played Spider-Man 2018, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Spider-Man Remastered. Like I played the hell out of those games. The city is very beautiful in those games. I'm not taking anything away from those games, but in Spider-Man 2, you absolutely notice a very stark difference when it comes to the density of the city, and just the look of it. Like it looks much more detailed. This looks absolutely different. The lighting, and then obviously Peter with the spider wings floating around the city. That's gonna be really fun. Especially again, this is a PlayStation 5 only game, so there are no strings on me type of situation where, They, you know, the loading instantaneous, like all of that stuff. And you know, we talking about Insomniac, so you already know they about to take all that stuff to the next level.
I have another name for you.
Hey, hold up, we gotta go to it. Hey, yo, listen. MJ went to the salon and she said, "Look, Spider-Man 2, you can't have me in this ponytail. I'ma need the hair down. It's gonna have to be it's gonna have to be on point. You understand? No more ponytails. This glow up with MJ is great. Yo, shout out to Insomniac and the team. I think MJ looks really, really great here. Yeah, I love the hair down. She looks great. Like, yo, the character models in this game looks incredible. And it's crazy because, you know, Insomniac is saying like, yo, this is not, it's gonna look even better. That, yo, we're talking not Uncharted, we're talking Horizon Forbidden West levels right now. You feel me? This looks damn close. This looks damn close, right? Talking about getting better than this, we at that Horizon level. MJ looks good, Peter looks good, like everyone looks good in terms of the character models. I'm excited.
For you, Kraven. He's here on some kind of hunt.
Yo, and shout out to Bari, because Bari, I thought of this too. I was watching Bari's live reaction this morning. Big shout out to Bari. And he made a comparison to like Nathan Drake, which absolutely, yo, I'll tell you, when I first saw this trailer last night, I thought the same thing. Like, yo, this section here where Peter dressed up as like a waitress, incognito, you know, trying to infiltrate or whatever you're trying to do to get some information, whatever's going on here. I like this a lot, right? This is definitely reminiscent of Uncharted 4, where you know, you remember this, like, I don't know, for those who've played Uncharted 4, I think you know what I'm talking about, where you're at that auction trying to get like a specific piece for like a treasure hunt that you're doing, and Drake is dressed up as you know, one of the waitresses or whatever. Yo, it was really dope. So this is a nice touch, but obviously, you know, this is definitely pointing to like, yo, we're gonna be doing some type of infiltration stealth type missions where you got to get some information gathering, so you got to go incognito, where Spider-Man is not necessarily needed for this type of thing. This is more so a Peter Parker type of situation, type of mission, which means obviously we're gonna be having those types of missions where you know, Parker is gonna be, you know, kind of like how the MJ missions were in the first game, where like, you know, you were doing more of the journalistic stuff in some of those missions. I think this is pretty much confirming we're gonna have something along those lines with Peter as well in this second game, which I'm not mad at. Now we get to the good stuff, guys. We're getting to the good stuff. Oscorp here, obviously, and here is the symbiote suit. Now this is my thing. I'm wondering if this is kind of like a flashback scene. Hear me out. Or like kind of showing how the symbiote got here, because we don't really see that obviously in the first game, but if you look here, like you see how the rubble, like if you look at like the debris and like the fire and stuff like that's around this symbiote, it looks like it crash landed here, and obviously Oscorp is running to the scene to see what's up, because you see the fire around here, and then you see the, you know, like the rubble and the concrete and what everything looks a little mangled. It looks like it crashed down, right? So I'm wondering if this is kind of like a flashback to show, because in the comics the symbiote does come from space. So it would be interesting if they kind of play that up here and show like how the symbiote got here, or whatever the case may be, and they, you know, capture it to run tests or whatever. But that's kind of what I got. Like this was like a crash landing type of situation, where like this is like a flashback, or just like a, you know, a flashback to show like how the symbiote got here. I think that's what this is. That's the vibe I'm getting with how this scene looks. But you know, obviously we'll see when the game comes out.
Need me, I'm just a call away. Lee, you don't know.
This right here, this got me real. This is the dynamic, and this is what I want to see when it comes to Miles. This is what I want to see when it comes to, shout out to Miles saving somebody, you feel me? But this here. So for those who don't know who this is Mr. Lee. I believe his name, Mr. Negative, is his name. I forgot his real name. I think it's something Lee or something like that. But this was one of the big villains in the first game, and he is the one that is responsible for Miles's father's death in the first game. to get this dynamic, to get this face to face. I feel like this is going to be Miles Morales's Uncle Ben moment. This whole great power, great responsibility moment. I think this is going to be Miles's moment because, you know, Lee here, I'm gonna be honest, my man look a little, he look a little run down, look like he definitely been through some shit, look like he been, struggling a little bit. You feel me? And, Miles being a Spider-Man now, having all these great powers and whatnot, I can understand him wanting to take revenge on Mr. Negative because killed his father. I think this is going to be Miles's Uncle Ben situation. And as you can see, like, he's really angry. He wants revenge. I don't think he's going to get that revenge in the way that they try to portray it in this trailer, where, like, he might fight him or something or hurt him. I think this is going to be more of a situation of forgiveness, or being able to understand that you're a superhero or whatever. You can't really take revenge or whatever. I think this is going to be Miles's Uncle Ben situation, which I can't wait. You see that anger even through the mask, man. You could see the anger in his face, man. It's the detail in this game is phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal.
You took from me.
And then obviously, listen, we're gonna stop right here. This is Rafe, Captain Watanabe. This is Captain Watanabe Rafe. In the first trailer that we saw, when they first showed off Kraven, when they were going through the whole map of New York, you saw some of the other enemies that were there that Kraven could hunt. And one of those enemies was Rafe. And the look of it, like, obviously she's pretty far away, but clearly what we're seeing here is like her, like she's this is Rafe. Trust me. I put any type of money up. This is Rafe. And what we're seeing here with these two, this is Peter. This is definitely Peter, which I think he's got on the Iron Spider suit. This is what it looks like, at least. But this is definitely Peter. That's definitely Peter. So this might be like a grand entrance where Rafe, this might be the first time we're seeing her or something like that. And like some big explosion happens is because of her. And Peter's like, whoa, what the hell is that? What's going on? And then, obviously she emerges from the rubble or whatever. And this is probably going to be like our first introduction of Rafe with this scene here. This is what it looks like, at least.
All Miles talks about is how to be a better Spider-Man. How to help you.
And clearly what we're seeing here, so what people don't notice here, so this is something I picked up on as well, right? So this is Miles's mother, and this is Peter. What's going on? You understand? Why I see it? Now, this is what I think. In this game, I think we're going to see both Peter and Miles, or Spider-Man and Miles Morales here, both deal with certain things in different ways. And I think one of those things with Peter is obviously when he gets the black suit, he's going to act a specific type of way. He's going to be acting real different from how he truly is or whatever. And obviously we're going to deal with that. Then I think, again, with Miles, I think we're going to see him deal with his father's death. I think we're going to see a lot of that kind of play out in this game. And it's going to cause him to act differently, especially with the whole Mr. Negative scene that we saw earlier in the trailer. And I think his mom is going to notice that and talking with Peter, like, look, man, talk to Miles, man. I need you to whip the boy, get him into shape. You understand? You understand? Something's not right with him. I need you to talk to him. And I think this is what that scene is. This is him. This is his mother, Miles's mother, kind of talking with Peter and like, hey, look, Miles hasn't been himself, since the Mr. Negative situation or whatever. Peter, can you please help him or whatever the case may be. I think that's what this is.
How to help you.
The hell?
Spider-Man. How to help you.
The hell's going on with Pete?
He's not himself. Go.
Hey, yo, look. This is one scene we gonna have to we gonna slow that down. You feel me? Because, yo, first off, Black Spider about to be crazy, but yo, MJ, look at my boy Peter. Oh, Peter on that. Yo, this is him. This is Black Spider. This ain't Peter. This ain't Spider-Man. This is Black Spider on that BS. He ain't playing. And MJ is like, yo, my mans. Yo, I ain't trying to get in the middle of that, man. And then like you hear it, you know, you kind of hear it a little bit as well. Let me play it back.
He's not himself. Go.
Obviously, you know, MJ is, I think of the situation, she's talking to Miles like, yo, Peter's not himself, go and help him. So I think you hear, it's interesting the dynamic that they use with the voice, because all of it I think is MJ talking to Miles, but the scenes that you see with, you know, Peter, like, let me play it back so that you can kind of hear it. Let's play that back.
Is how to be a better Spider-Man. How to help you.
What the hell's going on with Pete?
He's not himself.
So I think it's very interesting, right? Because when it's Peter talking, when it's the Peter and Miles's mom scene, you hear the voice, and the switch up is really good. It's really faint because they kind of sound a little similar, but they don't. So you hear Miles's mother talking to who we assume is talking to Peter about, you know, listen, he you know, he's not himself. He needs help from you, right? And then it switches. The cuts are so great because then it shows, you know, Miles saying, you know, what's wrong with Pete? And then it cuts to MJ, which we assume she's talking to Miles saying, yo, Peter's not himself. You know, you have to help him, which then that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, the way they did this trailer, I think is absolutely phenomenal. Like the way they cut it. And if you really listen and pay attention, like it's really interesting. We're going to play through it one more time because I just want you to hear it all at once after me explaining that.
Miles talks about is how to be a better Spider-Man. How to help you.
What the hell's going on with Pete?
He's not himself. Go help him.
Yo, shout out to Lizard as well. Yo, Lizard looks phenomenal here. It looks like he's doing he's doing a loud roar, which, you know, that sound, and we know that's, you know, the symbiote does not like sound. So you see Peter kind of like, oh my God, what's going on, right? Let me slow that down. You see it too. It's pretty good how they do it, which I think that's a great touch, right? You see the sound, right? And then you see Peter holding his head. Cause yo, that sound, you see that roar from Lizard, and he's just like, yo, this is, I can't take this. The symbiote is like, absolutely not. We got to get up out of here, boy. That sound is not what we jiving with. Yo, Kraven, oh man. Yo, Kraven, the design for Kraven looks so great here, man. Like they did so good with Kraven. His crew looks really great as well. I'm digging Kraven a lot, man. This is really good.
This was our dream. I'm not going to lose him.
Listen, let's talk about it. Norman, Harry, the symbiote. This is where things get really interesting. Where we start talking about who is Venom in this game, right? I know a lot of people were hoping for Eddie Brock. I know Eddie Brock is the popular choice. But obviously, we know that Insomniac is telling their own story, right? And I think when it comes to the story that they're trying to tell with this second game, there's no doubt in my mind. And listen, they might be throwing people for the okie doke. You feel me? That Jedi mind trick, like, yeah, we want you to think it's Harry. Yeah, sure, it's Harry. I believe it's Harry, especially with the things that he's saying. It's definitely, I definitely think it's Harry. But I think the events that lead up to it is what's going to be really interesting, because it's not going to touch Harry first. It's going to get to Peter first. And then however it gets from Peter to Harry is going to be the really interesting thing. And then obviously that disagreement of what happens or whatever happens to cause it to be like, all right, now we're enemies or whatever. I think a lot of that is going to play into it as well.
We're going to heal the world.
Now, y'all remember, that's what we're gonna heal the world. That's what Harry said at the beginning of the game, beginning of this trailer. You know, we're gonna heal the world. You feel me? Venom is feeding into that. Like, yo, look, take my power. You know, let me bond with you, and yo, let's heal the world, so to speak, quote unquote. We already know what Venom or the symbiote is on, man. He trying to. Now we're gonna heal the world by getting rid of Peter. There goes my boy. Look at my boy. Look at my boy. Yo, Venom looks absolutely menacing. Can we slow that down? Can we play that back and slow that down? Absolutely, we can. Absolutely. We're going to have to play that back and slow that down, man, because, yo, Insomniac, I love you. You guys, the design for Venom is absolutely phenomenal, man. Look at him, man. The size, the strength. Like they did good, man. They did it. They did so good. Look at him. Yo, he looks very, very big and just menacing. Yo, man. This game is going to be incredible. October 20th, guys. October 20th is when we get Spider-Man 2. And yo, this game is absolutely going to be incredible. Incredible. But that's not all, guys. That's not all. We got one more thing, right? So big shout out to Insomniac, man, and PlayStation, because one of the things that me and Bari have been talking about quite a bit is a special edition console. PlayStation is known for doing these special edition consoles for generations now, like since, you know, PS2, PS3 gen, they started that. And, you know, with PlayStation 5 generation, they haven't really been doing many special edition consoles or even special edition plates. Yeah, you could buy like different color plates or whatever the case may be. They did do the Final Fantasy 16 special edition console, which I think was only exclusive to, well, a special edition plates, I should say, which was exclusive to Japan. Nothing really major with their first party, though. This is something that me and Bari have talked about time and time again on What's Up PlayStation podcast, that, you know, this is definitely huge missed opportunities. Not no more. PlayStation is like, hold up, we got you. Whoops, boys, we got you. So they did unveil the PlayStation 5 Special Edition Spider-Man 2 console, which comes with a special edition plates and special edition controller, and obviously a digital copy of the game. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this looks absolutely phenomenal. Yo, let's watch this trailer real quick.
Miles! Miles! I need your help!
What is this stuff? Wait, Pete! I got an idea.
Nice! One more time! On three! 1, 2, 3!
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So one of the things that we got confirmation of as well is that the special edition console actually releases on September 1st, 2023. So this is releasing almost a month and a half before the full game releases. So I think that's pretty smart as well, because, you know, want to get that out there, get people buying that and whatnot, and get people hyped for Spider-Man 2. I think that's pretty cool. So shout out to them for that. One of the other things as well that got confirmed, because, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I would have got this. Absolutely. Like, I ain't gonna cat with you. Like, if they weren't selling this stuff separately, I definitely would have got this limited edition console 100%. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna cap. I would have grabbed this for sure. But PlayStation, again, they listen to whoops, right? Where the special edition plates are also, so the plates that come in the special edition console, you can buy that stuff separately. So you don't have to buy the entire console to get the plates, right? So this is how the front of the plates look and how the back of the plates look. And also the controller as well. You can buy this special edition Spider-Man controller separate which, you know, has got a Venom or symbiote Spider-Man theme going on. I think this looks great. I think this is really a great look when it comes to plates, and I'm definitely getting the plates and definitely getting the controller 100%. I think this looks great. This stuff go in here. Obviously, here's the plates right here, and this is all of it. So they're the controller, the digital plates, the physical edition plates, and then obviously the limited edition console. I think all that stuff looks really, really dope, right? So for all of this, man, pre-orders for all of this goes live July 28th. So that's next Friday. Get ready, guys. And obviously it's going to be exclusively available at the PlayStation Direct, right? If you live in obviously US, UK, France, Germany, Belgium, Luxembourg, Netherlands, and all those different places and territories, and it will be available at select retailers in other countries, at retailers as well. So, yo, PlayStation is going all out when it comes to Spider-Man 2. They are not playing games when it comes to this game. And they definitely are. I think they're definitely doing it right when it comes to the presentation of the game, and also capitalizing off that excitement by having certain accessories and things like that that make this game, solidifies this game being synonymous with PlayStation. Obviously, we know it is synonymous with PlayStation already, but having the plates, having the controllers, and limited edition consoles and stuff like that available too, I definitely think is going to add tremendously to the success of Spider-Man 2 when it releases in October. So good on PlayStation, good on Insomniac for you know, having that stuff available and whatnot. I think that's a good look. You feel me? But yo, for me personally, I'm getting the plates, I'm getting the controller. I've already got the collector's edition on lock. I'm excited, man. October 20th, 2023. I'm there day one. I cannot wait for this game. Let me know in the comments, man. Are you guys excited for Spider-Man 2? Are you picking this up? Are you picking up the plates, the controller, the special edition console? Are you picking up the collector's edition? Let me know what's your thoughts on everything in the comments. And listen, guys, I hope you guys appreciated this trailer breakdown and live reaction and a first look at the limited edition bundle for Spider-Man 2. If you enjoyed, definitely like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you guys check out What's Up PlayStation podcast as well, man. The link to that is in the description. Me and Barry do a PlayStation-centric podcast every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. So don't miss this Saturday's episode as well. With that being said, guys, I appreciate you. Please be safe. Enjoy the rest of your day. And it's been your boy Persona, and I'm out, guys. Peace.